Thank you very much, D-Man. I'm EpicSkillshot supporter along with Martin Lunge, and we are here with Fnatic support Yellow Star after that win versus SK Gaming. And what a flashy win it was. Let's take it back to the beginning. In picks and bans, a brown ban coming in for you guys. We've heard before that sometimes you guys struggled in that phase, so what was the strategy in this one specifically?
In the banning phase, we just banned the OP champions, even though there are too many. We just try to target what's the most annoying to play against, and that's pretty much what we did.
I have to ask though, what is it Braum does so well, seeing as you guys banned away? Why is it so annoying?
I don't know, you see the big guy running on you, like his passive is really OP. He just hits you once and then you can proc the stun really fast and it's really broken. So I think he's really powerful.
Well, we might see him here later today, but you guys banned them out. So tell me, what was the comp focused around for you guys? A lot of flanking elements in there.
They had Ziggs, which is really powerful. He can stall games so long. And we had Evelyn and Twitch, which are really strong at pickoffs, and that's why we add up TF.
And I would actually like to know from you, because again, we see a lot of roaming now here in the early game. AD carries are actually the ones who just stands by themselves to farm, and then 4 members run around the mid lane for both teams here. For you as a support and one of the shot callers for Fnatic, of course, how is it for you to play in this current meta, and what do you actually think about it?
Well, I did a good choice. I mean, I'm not AD anymore, so I have more impact on the game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really good. Like, we have to be really aware of what's going on the map. You have to do a lot of calls, and I think it makes the game less boring because a lot of action is going on, lots of skirmishes, and I really enjoy that.
Yeah, and in this game again, you were roaming a lot, and a central element for you guys in the early game were the trinkets, 4 red ones and 1 blue one. Tell me about the strategy to kind of choke SK out of their own objectives in that early game.
Well, I think they did a mistake since you normally play on the other side of the map. Like, especially when we caught Aatrox and Lee Sin at the race, they shouldn't be there normally because we have more members. So pretty much they had to use 2 flash, and then we were just using that advantage with TF once he turned 6. And I think we played this game pretty well.
Yeah. Absolutely, the early game, very impressive.
Yeah, 100%. And I actually want to talk a little bit about Reckless as an AD carry, because in this game, of course, on Twitch, he was the guy who stealthed around, and Pekka could join in here with his ulti. For you, when Reckless plays a Twitch like this here, what do you actually think of him as an AD carry? Is he the best in Europe at roaming around, or what do you think?
Well, he is pretty good at on many ADs, and Twitch is kind of a playmaker because he can go around, sneak in, and yeah, pretty much we just have to protect him, and as long as he gets kills, he's going to carry.
Yeah, and actually you guys say that positioning is so important, he has to sneak and get around, and it was so central in team fights as well. You actually have an example of one of those team fights in the late game, where SK actually got pretty close to doing very well in those fights. We're going to pull it up on the screen and let you talk through it, because very interesting moment here.
Yeah, so just quickly to set up a little bit for you. Of course, you guys have been trying to get the ban for a few minutes here, been baiting SK out, catching them, killing them a few times. And obviously for you guys, you need to get Baron to actually close out the game against Ziggs here. The interesting thing for me in this team fight is, and actually for you as well, did you know EpicSkillshot was going to teleport behind Ziggs here? Or were you just full focus on the team fight? Like, if you actually just roll the clip, you can start talking over it and explain it as things happen.
Yeah, so we pretty much knew that we were stacked and they were split. So it's my bad that I put a black shield on Soaz. But the thing is, Reckless didn't call that he was going really deep, so I should have put my black shield on him. And then, like, Cyanide calls to target Lucian, but we cannot because they have a lot of melees and we take a lot of damage from their AoE. But we just call to backwards, and then we just kill them little by little.
And at the same time, it really shows how far ahead you guys are.
Yeah.
Your AD carry dies early on, and yet, even though EpicSkillshot is in there, I know he was killing, of course, Jess is down in the mid lane, but you can still stay in there, you can survive it, and Can Depend, of course, goes down here in the end because you just want to buy some time. But for me, it's just very awesome to see how you guys can split up as a team very fast. EpicSkillshot can go one way, kill it, and you guys stay together, and of course, you take the blame for the black shield. I respect that.
One final question. As we saw here, as said, the Ziggs annoying to close out against, even if you're that far ahead. You did have a little trouble closing it out when you were this far ahead. Do you relate that to the other problems you guys have had in the mid game recently, or what do you make of this as a game?
Well, everyone has bad times, you know. We just have to analyze what we're doing wrong, and it takes more time to fix the issues than pointing them out. So give us some time and we'll be back.
And now with all this talk, of course, on Twitter, on Reddit, about some players, some teams don't want to read all the comments, don't want to read if there's anything negative. You guys as a team now, of course, you have such a huge fan base. There must be a lot of comments coming towards your way when you guys are losing. What do you actually think of it, and how do you handle all the pressure?
Well, personally, I don't really get touched by these comments because I'm always the guy who's motivated to win. So even if we're on the ground, I will just stand up and carry my teammates on my back even. And, you know, some are just weaker. And we're just a family, so I'm just here to help them out. And, yeah, we try to ignore, like, if it really hurts, like, some comments really hurts, but it's fine. Like, we have our winning time and we have our bad times, so we'll be showing up on time.
The best answer, of course, is a win like this versus SK Gaming. Congratulations once again, Yellow Star. We're going to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere because our day is just getting started. And as a reminder, due to the Copenhagen Wolves' forfeit against Roccat, our next match coming up will be the Super Hot Crew versus Millennium. We'll be right back.